Shalom. Hey guys, it's Jeff from Well Water Ministry with Drash Talk Monday. Drash is just a Hebrew word that means to dig into. And see, the one thing that we must remember is that our Bibles that we read, well, they were written in Hebrew from a Hebrew God through a Hebrew man to Hebrew people. Of course, the New Testament is translated in Greek, but all of the writers of the New Testament, they spoke Hebrew and they wrote in Hebrew, except maybe one or two. So we need to look at things from a Hebrew perspective and quit looking at things in English like the Bible was written in America in 1800. It wasn't. It was written in the Middle East 2,000 to 4,000 years ago. So we need to understand this culture and the customs and the verbiage and everything. So that's why I break down these words and try to understand what the Bible means in Hebrew. So we're going to drash and try to get a midrash, which will be a result. So here's what I'm going to do. Thursday on my Thursday Power Minute, I talked about do you see what you hear? Meaning, do you actually see what you hear? There were so many times that I was seeing things in the Bible, but I was hearing teachers and preachers preach and teach different things than what the Bible actually said. And it took me a while to realize that I was actually listening to what I was not reading. I was reading something, but I was being taught something else. So we need to pay attention and see if we see what we hear. And the Torah portion I did this past weekend, which means see, is why can't you see? Why can't you see that maybe we're being taught wrong, that the teachers and the preachers are not lying, but they've been taught wrong. And so they're teaching us things that the Bible really doesn't say. Because I was reading something, and if you were actually to read your Bible instead of let people tell you what to believe and what to think and what to worship and how to, you would change your philosophy and your theology and the way that you worship Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, the God of the Bible. Because I'm telling you, if you were to hear what you see, if you were to actually read the Bible for yourself out loud and hear what you see instead of seeing what other people tell you, you would see the difference. For example, Christian means to be Christ-like. Okay, so what did Christ do? Well, he didn't go to church on Sunday. He didn't eat pork. He didn't do Christmas. He didn't do Easter. No. What Christ did was he went to church on the fourth commandment, the Sabbath. Oh, but Jeff, he died on the cross. He's the Lord of the Sabbath. Yes, he is the Lord of the Sabbath. But what day did he celebrate Sabbath? The fourth commandment, on Saturday, on the Shabbat. So no, he is Lord of the Sabbath, but he celebrated Sabbath on the Shabbat. He ate nothing unclean. He ate the food that the Bible said was food. He did the feast days. He didn't do the pagan holidays. So are you Christian? Or are you church-like? Are you seeing what you hear? And what I want to impress on you today is to hear what you see. Read the Bible for yourself and quit listening. Don't listen to what I tell you. If I'm telling you right now that Jesus, Yeshua, the Hebrew name for Jesus of the Bible, he said, I came not to abolish the law. Okay, if he came not to abolish the law, that means he came not to do away with it. So why does everybody say the law's done away with? Because he said it came to fulfill it. He did. He fulfilled what the prophets and the law said he would be. See, that word fulfill in Greek is plerou, which means to establish, to set up, and to show. How could he say I came not to abolish, but then the next sentence say the law's done away with? See, we're not seeing what we hear. We're not hearing what we see. We're listening to what people tell us to do. You see, Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh has holy days. He wants us to worship him. The Shabbat, the Sabbath, and you see him right here. He has feast days. We're not supposed to do Christmas and Easter. Jesus didn't do it. Yeshua didn't do it. The church did it. It's time we separated ourselves from what the church did and start doing what Christ did. We need to hear what we see, and we need to see what we hear. Why can't you see? Why can't you see that the church has been led astray from what the people in the Bible did, and they're actually doing pagan worship? I'm not pointing fingers. I'm trying to point a finger to you to get you to come to the Bible. And if you call yourself Christian, do what Christ did. He did the Shabbat, the feast days, the dietary laws. He followed the commandments. 16 times in the Bible it says, if you love me, keep my commandments. I want you to see what you hear and hear what you see. You can read them 12 times in the Old Testament, and Yeshua 4 times in the New Testament said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Do you see what you hear? And do you hear what you see? Be Christ-like, not church-like. Shalom.